Have you ever wondered how typing a website address just magically takes you to the right place on the internet? Well, that's all thanks to DNS, the internet's GPS for your website. So what is DNS? Well, DNS is like the phone book of the internet. It matches domain names like example.com to IP addresses like 192.168.1.1. Without DNS, you'd have to remember that long string of numbers instead of just a simple website's name. So how do the DNS settings actually work? Well, your DNS settings aren't that complicated. DNS settings are just configurations that tell your domain where to send people for your website, where to send people for your email, and where any other online services are located. And these settings are typically stored in your DNS records. So let's dive into DNS records then. So here are some basic types of DNS records. We have our A record or address record. This will point your domain name to your website's IP address, essentially just telling the internet, hey, you want to visit my site? Go over here. Your CNAME record or canonical name record points one domain name to another, ensuring that www.example.com and example.com are going to the same place. Third, we have our MX record. MX records direct emails where they should be delivered, and it's kind of like a post office for your email. And fourth, we have a TXT record. This is a record that can just store text information. So this is great when you're trying to verify ownership of a domain or if you're setting up security measures. So why do these DNS settings matter? Well, if you have proper DNS settings, they ensure that your website will be accessible, that your emails are delivered, and that all your online services will run smoothly. Incorrect settings can lead to downtime, bounced emails, or even domain hijacking. When you make a change to your DNS settings, it can sometimes take up to 48 hours to take effect worldwide. We call this DNS propagation. Typically though, in my experience, it's really only taken about an hour. Also, your DNS records need to be hosted somewhere, and many people just use their domain registrar like GoDaddy. But there are also CDN and caching services like Cloudflare out there that have added features like faster speeds and enhanced security. We actually made an episode about this earlier. So that was a quick rundown of DNS settings, the behind-the-scenes guides that help your visitors find your site. Reach out to us if you need help setting up your DNS records. And like always, stay tuned for next episode of Top Tips.